Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be doing a discussion video, and this is going to be kind of debunking myths about joining Booktube, and also, kind of reasons why you should join Booktube. And actually saw Vanessa over, not me Vanessa, different Vanessa. I saw Vanessa over at Paper Fairy do a video on Booktube and like some of the reasons people say they can't join Booktube, and one of the biggest things was because money. They felt like they just couldn't afford to join Booktube, and she kind of did a video kind of explaining like you don't really need money to join Booktube. And so I really liked her discussion video. I will leave that video linked down below for you guys to check it out, because I really enjoyed it. I thought it was cool, and I wanted to do something similar to that, so that's what I'm doing today. This is kind of a, like I said, debunking myths of why you can't join Booktube, and also reasons why you should join Booktube. So, to get started, first off, the one of the main reasons that some people say they can't join Booktube is because they can't afford it. And part of that reason is, all of the hauls, the book hauls that are on Booktube. So I think there's kind of this perception that, to be on to do Booktube videos, you have to do book hauls every month, and you have to have a bunch of books in your hauls. And okay, that is totally not true at all. I will say, you do not have to do hauls to join Booktube. You can join Booktube and do so many other videos other than book hauls. I will say I do like book hauls. I do enjoy watching book hauls, and I do book hauls. But they're not my favorite videos. Actually, my favorite videos are discussion videos like this one, and like Vanessa made at Paper Fairy. I love discussion videos. I love tag videos. I like wrap-ups and reviews. So it's, even though I like hauls, there's so many other videos that you can do other than just hauls. Now, if you really want to do hauls, another thing is you don't have to do a monthly haul and have a ton of books every month. You really don't need to do that. You can do a seasonal haul where you do like a spring haul, summer haul, and just whatever books you got over the past 3-4 months, even if it's 5-6 books, you can just show that. There was a period of time at the beginning of this year when I wasn't working, so I was on a super tight budget, and I couldn't really buy books. So I did get a couple books every once in a while, but I wasn't buying like a ton of books. So I did like a seasonal haul where I had like a spring haul or summer haul, and just whatever books I got over the past 3-4 months is what I showed, even if it wasn't that many. So that's something you can do as well. Another option, would be also to look into your local thrift stores and local bookshops, because a lot of times you'll find super cheap books that are in really good condition. So, great places to look my town has a half-price bookstore. They have pretty good prices on books. Book Outlet is amazing for their prices. You can get really good condition hardcover books for like, I don't know, the average is like $5. So Book Outlet is great for that. Another option would be trying your local thrift stores like Goodwill. You know, you can find some really good condition books at Goodwill that are like $1, right? So I've gotten a couple books at Goodwill, couple Rick Riordan books for like $2, and they were hardcover and in good condition. So always check your local thrift stores, and also another place you can get books, and it's absolutely free, and it is called the library. So you can do a library haul. You know, most libraries you can have a certain amount of books checked out at once. Mine is like a ridiculous amount. It's like, I don't know, around 15 books or something. So I'm like, there's no way I'm reading 15 books in 3 weeks, because when you check them out, you get, well, at my library, I get 3 weeks when I check them out unless I renew them. So I'm like, there's no way I'm reading 15 books in 3 weeks, not with the full-time job. So, you know, but your library, great place to get books and just do a library haul. This is what I got in my library. And you can do 2 videos in one right there, because it becomes a library haul and also a TBR haul, or TBR video, because then it's like, well, these are the books that I need to get to this month, because I need to return them to the library. So there's always a bunch of great options for ways to do hauls if you really want to do a haul. But like I said, don't feel pressured to have to do a haul, because you don't have to. There have been months where I've gone and I didn't have any haul at all. So don't feel pressured to do one. Another reason that I've heard people say they can't afford to booktube is because of the equipment to use to make videos. So whether that's, you know, camera, lighting, video editing software, whatever it is, some people think they can't do it because they don't have the equipment and they can't afford to get the equipment. You really don't need all that fancy equipment to do booktube videos. I do not use a regular camera. I just use my iPad. I know people have used their phone, their iPhone, or whatever phone they've got. You can use your phone if you want. You can use your iPad. I use my iPad, like I said. It doesn't matter. Whatever you got, use it. If that's what you got, use what you got. You don't need to go out and spend money on a camera, on a really fancy camera if you can't. The other thing, lighting. Okay, so a lot of people will just use natural lighting. Right now, I'm filming with the windows open, so you can see there's a lot of natural lighting coming in from the windows. And I don't have any like special type of lighting. If I'm filming at night, I flip on the lamp and there you go. It's decent enough lighting. It gets the job done. So I really don't have like any fancy lighting equipment. So you really don't need all that stuff. Now you can get it if you want to. And I'm sure there are places you can probably find lighting for pretty cheap. But again, you don't need that stuff if you want to join BookTube. Don't feel like you can't join if you don't have that stuff, because it's not true. I don't, like I said, I have natural lighting that I use, and that's it. And then the last one was the video editing software. Um, Again, this is something you do not have to spend money on if you don't want to or don't have the money. If you have a Mac computer, iMovie is already on the Mac. It doesn't cost anything. It's already on there. And you can use iMovie. It's basic, but it, gets the job done. You can do everything you need to on there. If you have a Windows PC, I'm not sure what video software are on the Windows PC. I know I've seen a couple YouTube videos that are like top free video editing software for Windows. So I'll leave the links to those down below if you want to check them out. But I'm sure for Windows there's some equivalent to iMovie or something that you can get for free and use that if you want to edit videos. And then also, if you're just the type that you're like, I don't know how to edit videos, which is why I haven't joined BookTube, because I don't know how to edit videos or how to make them look good or whatever. Again, don't let that stop you from joining BookTube, because when I first joined, I did not even edit my videos because I did not know how. I actually just learned how to edit videos this year. So it was just this year that I was like, I'm gonna figure this out. And I started playing around with iMovie and trying different stuff, and finally figured out somewhat how to edit. I don't know how to do everything, but I know the basics. So pretty much just figured it out playing around. And there are tutorials on YouTube as well for how to use iMovie or whatever software, how to edit videos using whatever software you have. So there are tutorials for that as well. So, like I said, don't feel like you can't join just because you don't know how to edit videos or don't know how to make them look good. You can, you can watch tutorials or just play around with the software, the editing software, and figure it out. That's what I did. Or you can just not edit your videos. That is totally another option. Like I said, when I first started BookTube, up until recently, up until this year, I was not editing my videos because I just didn't know how, and I didn't have time to figure out how. So I just I would film and upload straight to YouTube without editing. Now, that does mean that you've got to spend more time. That does require you to spend more time filming, because sometimes I will have to stop and refilm the same video like 6, 7, 8 times, because I try to get it as close to perfect as I can before I just upload it. So because I wasn't editing, I would have to reshoot and refilm several times. But if that's still an option, if you want to join BookTube, you can just film and upload without editing. It is an option. It's there. So if you really want to join BookTube but you think you can't afford it, just rethink that. Because like I said, there's really no reason why you can't join BookTube if you really want to, no matter what your budget is. Okay, like I said, you don't need fancy equipment. Use what you've got. Use natural lighting. You don't need all the fancy stuff. And you can just use what you've got. You don't need to do like book hauls if that's something you're worried about, is doing a lot of book hauls every month with tons of books. You don't need to do all that stuff. Do what you are comfortable doing, and it'll be great just doing that. So, lastly, before I go, I do want to give you guys some reasons why you should join BookTube, and also kind of reasons why you shouldn't. So reasons why you should and reasons why you shouldn't. So if you are wanting to join BookTube because you love books and you have a passion for talking about books and connecting with other people over your love of books and talking about it and sharing it, then definitely join BookTube. This is a great community where you get to share your passion for books and meet other people, talk to other people about books that you love and that you have in common. And so, definitely join if that's one of your reasons why you want to join. Another reason to join BookTube is because you may have way different taste and preferences for books than most booktubers on here. So don't feel like you have to, like the books that everyone else on here likes in order to join BookTube. Because it's great if you have different books that you like and, more obscure books. That's great, because I would like to see that. I would like to see and find out about books that maybe I don't know about. So, it's always great seeing people who have kind of different tastes than what you may normally see, more of the mainstreams books on here. So for example, like, I just the other day found Bree's channel, which I will leave a link down below to her channel because her videos are great. She actually, I think, is really into historical fiction, which I really like historical fiction, but it's not a genre that I read too often, but I do really like it. And so watching her videos, I would hear, I would learn about these new books that I never knew about before, and I was like, this sounds really good, really interesting. And I immediately added like a couple books that she talked about to my TBR. So, it's a great way to find people who, have interest in different types of books, and then you find out more about all types of books, which I love. So it's not just the same things that we're always hearing about. It's not all the mainstream books. So definitely, if you're someone who you're like, I don't know if I can join BookTube because I read different books than what people on BookTube seem to read. Everyone seems to really be into YA, sort of the YA genre, and a lot of fantasy. If you're like, I tend to read more adult, or I tend to read more middle grade, or whatever the case is, it would still be great to see have your videos on BookTube and see what you read, because that's how people find out about really great books. Like I said, that's how I found out about some really interesting books from Bree's channel, and I'm glad I found her channel recently, because some of her books sound super good, and I'm really interested in getting into them. So don't be afraid of if you read books that are different than the mainstream. Don't let that stop you from joining BookTube, because I think that is actually a wonderful plus. I will say a couple reasons you should not, these shouldn't be the reasons you join BookTube. They're not bad in and of themselves, but I wouldn't join BookTube just because of these reasons. And one of them is for subscriber counts. If you're just wanting a ton of subscribers and followers and people don't like your videos, it's not a very good reason to join BookTube, because there may be times when you're not going to get a bunch of likes on your videos, or you may not get a lot of subscribers right away, and that's totally okay. That's totally fine. I would say don't do it for those reasons. I've been on BookTube for, I want to say 3, maybe 4 years now. I don't remember, 3 or 4 years now, and I still haven't even gotten to 100 subscribers yet, and I'm okay with that. I don't do it for the subscriber count. I do BookTube because I really enjoy it. I really love talking about books and sharing my passion for books, and that's why I do it. So, and if that's your reasons for joining, then definitely go for it and join BookTube, because that's great. But I wouldn't join just for wanting subscribers. The second reason I will say not to join BookTube just for this reason. Again, it's not a bad thing in and of itself, but I wouldn't join for this reason solely, and that is to get free books or ARCs from publishers and authors. I wouldn't join just for that reason, because who knows, you may not get ARCs like some people do. Like I said, I've been on BookTube for 3 or 4 years now, and I've only ever gotten one ARC from an author. She's an independent author, and she wrote one of my favorite mermaid series. You guys know, if you've been on my channel before, I talked about her Sign series. It's one of my favorites. And I've only ever gotten one ARC, and that was for her 3rd book that came out last year. So, don't join expecting that you're gonna get ARCs and free books from publishers and authors. So it may not happen. So, yeah. Also, if you are wanting to join BookTube, but you're kind of more on the shy side, and you're like, I don't know if I can do this, I don't know if I can put myself out there on camera and be on camera like this, I will say it does feel weird and awkward at first, but then the more you do it, the more you get used to it, and the more it feels more natural, it's no big deal. I will say, when I first started BookTube, some of my very first videos, probably very awkward, and my first video that I filmed, I was so super nervous, and I just felt like a total weirdo, because I'm sitting in my apartment talking to my iPad. So I felt like a total weirdo. But the more and more I did it, the more comfortable I got with it. And, you get more comfortable over time and it becomes no big deal. So I would say if you are, wanting to join, but you're like, I don't know if I can because I'm really shy and quiet and I don't know if I can put myself on camera like this, I would still say go for it. Because you never know, It, like I said, you become more comfortable with it as you go on. And this could be something you end up really loving and just continue on with. A couple last tips that I would give for anyone wanting to join BookTube. One is to just be yourself. Okay, don't try and be like another booktuber or anyone else. Just be yourself. Before I started my booktube channel, I watched a lot of videos from Christine from Poland Banana Books, and I absolutely love Christine. She is super funny, she's hilarious, and I love her videos. But I know I can't make videos like her. I'm just not that funny and quirky, and I just couldn't do it, couldn't be like her. And, if you try to emulate someone else, it doesn't come off real and genuine. So I would say just be yourself. Right? Don't try and imitate anyone else that you see on BookTube. Be yourself. And that's what people will be drawn to. The other tip I would give is to don't be afraid to share your opinion on something. And it's your opinion. You have a right. You're entitled to your own opinion. And don't be afraid to share. There's some books, you guys know if you've been on my channel before, there's some books that everyone else seems to absolutely love and adore. And I'm just like, I didn't like it. I'm sorry, but I didn't. If I Stay, Ready Player One. Sorry, but I didn't like it. I know everyone else does. So don't be afraid to share your opinion and say, if everyone else likes something, don't be afraid to say, well, I really didn't like it. Or if everyone else hated something, don't be afraid to say, well, I actually liked it. So just be yourself and don't be afraid to share your opinion. Which is one of the reasons why I absolutely love the unpopular opinions book tag, because you get to hear so many different opinions of why people like certain things that others don't, or why they don't like certain things others do, or whatever the case may be. So it's really interesting seeing people's opinions on those things, because there are some books that people are like, don't like at all, that I absolutely love. And there are some books that I've seen people say they DNF the series, and I'm like, I love this series. How did you not finish it? But, everyone has their own taste, their own preference, their own opinions, so don't be afraid to share that and be yourself. There's no right or wrong answers to sharing your opinion. Your opinion is your opinion. Unless you don't like the Infernal Devices series, and then in that case, something's seriously wrong with you. I'm just kidding, you guys. I'm totally kidding. I'm not serious. But yeah, everyone's opinion is different. So, be yourself. Don't be afraid to share your opinion. So that is pretty much it for this video, you guys. Let me know in the comments below if you are thinking of joining BookTube, but you haven't yet. Let me know what are some of your thoughts. What are maybe some things that are holding you up that maybe I didn't think about or talk about in this video. this video was helpful to you or not. Also, if you are a booktuber and you do make videos on BookTube, let me know in the comments below what is the best advice you would give to new booktubers who are starting out joining BookTube. What's your best advice to them? And yeah, leave me a comment below, and I will see you guys next time with another video. Bye.